Welcome to the village of Glenview, Illinois, where beauty meets subtle prestige and quality of life is high. Joel Holland here, talking about Glenview, Illinois. Oh, and I live here, I work here. I'm incredibly biased about this neighborhood. So even though I knew all of the areas, all of the schools, all of the housing stock, my family chose to live here. Why did we decide to live in Glenview? Or why should you? Glenview is ranked in the top 25 best places to live in Illinois by niche.com. And Glenview is ranked as number 36 in the richest cities or the wealthiest cities in Illinois, according to Forbes. Glenview public schools are all ranked in mostly the A categories. The parks and playgrounds are extremely well funded and maintained. There's endless outdoor activities and nature preservations, tons of health and fitness options. Glenview is some of the ideal places to live no matter where you are in your life. So what do you need to know to live here? As of January of 24, Glenview median home prices were $575,000, which are up 8% year over year. And yet, check out some of the median prices in the neighboring towns. Glencoe median price is $1.3 million, which is 126% higher than Glenview. And just to the east, Wilmette is $845,000 median home price, which is 47% higher than Glenview. So median prices to live here are substantially lower in Glenview, and maybe we just say, okay, well, maybe it's just less desirable. Maybe there's just less demand. Well, let's check out seasonal close sales in 2023. In 2023, Glenview sales were almost 5 times higher than Glencoe. In every one, there were 5 in Glenview. And in Wilmette, compared to Wilmette, Glenview had 82% higher closed sales. So according to this data, Glenview is considerably less expensive and still has extremely strong demand compared to its neighboring towns. As a real estate agent, as a value buyer, this means this is an incredibly value-oriented housing opportunity for those who want great neighborhoods, great amenities, great schools, more housing choices, and lower prices. That sounds exactly like a win-win-win value proposition to me. Let's keep looking at Glenview. Glenview is also thriving. Residents recently experienced, according to some census data, almost a 5% increase in median household income. So prosperous futures are going strong. Glenview is also growing with just under a 2% population increase over the last few years. And population and wealth is not the only parts growing. You can invest confidently in the housing stock in Glenview, where real estate prices and appreciation growth over the last 10 years have appreciated substantially. So you get to choose from a diverse housing stock and an emphasis on recent development and lots of new construction, which you don't always see in neighboring towns. So you can join also a thriving working and professional community where some of the highest industries and professional services that are leading the way are in healthcare and management, so strong employment opportunities. So the village of Glenview is a place where wealth, prestige, and quality of life all come together harmoniously. Contact us now to start your journey to find home in Glenview, where life is truly exceptional, but your budget doesn't have to be. Do you have a friend that should know about Glenview? Be sure you share this video. Or did you find this helpful, or even have an area in the North Shore you want covered? And do you have some favorite parts about Glenview that you want to share? Comment, send me a message, like the video, be sure to follow, and more to come. Thanks.